what's good? What's good? It's Jake Average. We're back here. I've tweaked things. We're mixing things up here. This is episode 1 of the new Warzone Codcast, and I wanted to deep dive into this because basically I was thinking to myself last night, like, what are we doing here? Like, what is Jake Average? Like, what's the model? Why are people even going to be watching this, and why am I even doing this? Right? So, some of y'all might already know this, and certainly some of my friends that pop in probably know this already, but basically what I'm doing here is playing COD in the way that I enjoy it, right? And 99% of the time that fails, but 1% of the time I might get some cool-ass clips, so basically that's how I'm playing. That's how I get this endorphin hit nowadays from Warzone and COD in general. The best analogy I have for this is that age-old joke about the fucking porn addict who can't get off now unless it's some obscure fucking midget bizarre shit. Look, that's basically what I am with COD now. Like, I don't even enjoy getting kills in COD unless it's some kind of sickening quick scope, like jump peek, or where you're absolutely outplaying someone. And like, I'm fully aware that isn't particularly entertaining most of the time because I'm gonna fail fucking the vast majority of the time, right? So I'm tweaking things and making this motherfucker like basically like a podcast or a codcast, which I know isn't particularly original. Just gonna have a little bit more to talk about, a little bit more to chat with you guys, and that's the plan. So yeah, give me a yell if you think that's fucking garbage. Certainly jump in the chat and tell me that's a rubbish idea. Or tell me it's okay. Tell me it's not a bad idea. I don't know, whatever. It's all good. Tell me what you want to talk about. That'd be good too. Let me just give it a shout out to the boys here to let them know I'm jumping on. Alrighty, so let's fingers crossed that we get some sick clips, but if not, hopefully we just have a badass time. That's basically the goal. And the other thing that I sort of came to, like the other epiphany I had last night was like, it's pretty depressing, man, playing Warzone or playing any old game, but Warzone particularly in this manner, because the vast majority of your games are going to go badly. If you don't get that clip, if you don't hit that shot, that's not a great run. But I come from that mentality of like the search and destroy, where you're doing round after round after round. And like, of course, you're not going to get cracking games every round, but whenever you can, it sort of makes it worthwhile, right? A lag spike? Am I getting frame drops or lag spikes? On my roof? I think the time to kill is faster on there if they are, so I'm just going to jump. Oh, no peek? Okay. So where did that dude's tower just hit me from? The fact that you can't make that jump is really annoying. Had bacon and eggs for lunch, man, and my hands are all greasy. Was that him in the window peeking? Now, I don't have the plates to take a straight fight here. So I'm just trying to creep. Absolutely playing the kids, boys. Just playing the kids. What's good? What's good? Aaron with the Noti gang. Let me know, what do you think of that new thumbnail, my man? Any good? Garbage? So the way I envision things, like obviously even though I said that I wanted to make it a little bit more of a codcast and have some subjects to talk about and shit like that, like that's definitely what I am going to do. But, I mean, obviously it's hard to concentrate while you're playing. So maybe that'll just be, those will be added bonuses rather than things like this. We're definitely going to do every fucking game, right? The first car 98 shot of the day. I'm not mad. Not mad that I missed it by a fucking country mile. I think he's getting shot at. Oh, now he's pushing. Or is he? Apparently not. Really passive player, man. Really passive. I'm getting sprayed from this dude. Another gamer. I'm literally one shot. There's two people looking at me. A scope from... So I don't want to peek the scope first here. That's why. Because he had far more potential to kill me. Is this dude making any plays? No, maybe not. Take them. I think I might live off ground floor loot for a little minute, boys. I'm too sick of running overkill and then not getting any not getting restock. How many we got here? We got 9 people, which is a lot for how small this circle is. Thought that was a headshot. Did I just see someone on that pole then? I don't know that I did. Let me just play this game out, eh? And then we'll start talking turkey. I think I got 5 up now. Now I heard an interesting thing from Neo the other day. Neo as in Phase Neo, as in absolutely sickening player. Basically that's who I'm emulating at this point. Anyway, I heard an interesting thing from him the other day. That he doesn't even bind his hold breath key. Now he's a absolutely sickening quickscoper, right? I've missed that. Just jump back off, I think. I'm gonna try to catch him on the transition down. If he didn't die. Going low ground here. Low ground behind me, I think. So he's going to be on my right, I believe. I don't know where his mate is. Not mad about playing high ground though. Why didn't he just rush me? I don't know, man. I guess because I stunned him. So he was a little bit wary. I don't have a gassy. I don't even have full plates. That'll do it! Extremely fast time to kill on this FFAR. Especially without any recoil when you put some attachments on it. But hey, that wasn't a bad old game. I'll take that. Although I thought it was there was 3 of us, so he must have killed the other guy down there after I stunned him. Anyway, that's all good, boys. That's all good. So yeah, as I was saying, that's whoopsie. Let's fucking start that queue back up again. I downloaded TikTok. Yeah, man, I saw that. What have you got any various thoughts on TikTok or the social media platformy thing? What is this stuff? Thoughts on the TikTok COD community? Look, honestly, man, I basically use TikTok to post my own clips and get my little endorphin hits from the various likes that I get, and I really don't actually use it for my own purposes. Like I don't watch the other videos. And look, I'm sure there's good stuff on there, but basically all the good stuff that I see is off Twitter, or off Twitch. Like I'm watching it directly. And I know that's ironic that I say that I watch Twitch more than I watch, say, YouTube streaming, but whatever. So, as I sort of started this little episode off with, like that's what the Jake average is. All his ego plays, but 99% of the time they're not going to work, right? So what I wanted to do here is just throw some more subjects around and just talk shit with you guys, like about the stuff that I'd be talking about anyway. Like this is what I talk about with the boys when we're playing games, or the dudes that I'm chatting with at the gym, or whatever, all that sort of shit. But why I've gone down this path is basically just for enjoyment. Like that's the whole reason I'm doing this fucking thing. It's not for any sort of commercial reason. I don't think this thing's gonna kick off and I'm gonna be able to quit my job or anything like that. It's just a little side venture, which is fun, and it gives me a little bit more drive to I don't know. I don't even know if it's drive. It gives me another avenue of focus for one of my passion projects, which is playing fucking video games. That's all this is. You remember why you deleted TikTok? It's 99% dog shit, and people have a warped opinion of what they find funny. 99% of funny TikToks are dog shit. Man, 100% agreed, man. 100% agreed. Like, comedy in general is just so weird. Like, and everyone's so unique, and what, one person finds funny versus what someone else finds funny is so different. But, yeah, I ain't going out of my way to find the funny TikToks, man. I mean, to me, it's no different to every other social media platform in that everyone's doing it just purely to get that little piece of attention that they might get from whatever they post. And obviously all the lurkers, well, they're just voyeurs, they're just watching and lurking, experiencing. I got no hate for them. Go for your life. But I do sort of think that and we're back into the unqualified armchair psychology here, but I do think it's probably reasonably unhealthy to spend too much time on the old social media. Just because you do develop such an unhealthy concept of what is healthy and what's right and all that sort of shit. Really good at keeping on platform too. TikTok are really good at keeping on platform, as in keeping you on platform, or keeping. I mean, I think the actual the medium, you know, what TikTok is short videos that you can just quickly scroll through. It's sort of a combination of, and I assume, the Tinder-y constantly swiping, and you know, just pure content of any other social media platform. Oh, yeah, keeping people on platform. Oh man, they're absolutely excellent at it. But again, I sort of think that just speaks volumes of the medium that they've selected. Like short videos, only a minute long. Like you basically can't get bored with that. So you're going to constantly just keep flicking to find something else interesting. I wonder if there's some metrics on how often people watch videos from start to finish. I'm sure there are. But even I wonder if even the really popular TikTokers still rely on only an aspect of their video being consumed rather than the entire thing. You know what I mean? It'd be like writing a short story and expecting people only to read the beginning of it and going, oh yeah, that was a success. Bro, where am I? Is this part of the map? Is that a harpy? Oh, there's a door. For a high activity area, I am apparently a long way from anyone. COD thought on silent buffs, nerfs, invisible gun stats, invisible stats for certain attachments. It's an unusual trend that the industry has taken on, man. I don't even understand the purpose of it. I mean, information is power, I guess, so people can more readily. Terrible shit. The Scar 98 is not it. That was terrible shooting. That dude had a Mackie. It was never going to work out well. The Scar is one of the worst guns in the ground loot right now, I reckon. So silent buff, yeah. So to continue on that little train of thought around silent buffs and nerfs, I think it's probably to appease the casual community. I mean, because if it's silent to everyone, even the hardcore people aren't going to have the advantage of knowing what's statistically better, and therefore we're going to use those statistically better items to stomp on the casuals. So by keeping it silent, maybe it evens the playing field? I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing here. Dude, auto shotguns are such a fucking gimmick, I don't even want to talk about it. Oh man, I mean, we could probably continue this conversation around what even is the trend of the current gaming industry, man, to target everything towards casuals. And again, this would probably spiral down into a criticism of capitalism anyway, or at least it would for me. But it gets really frustrating, man, no doubt. But that'd be my take, man. That'd be, I would imagine, why buffs, nerfs, invisible gun stats are in the game. Probably to benefit casuals, also to cover up just pure ineptitude, pure incompetence. There's less accountability if you secretly nerf or change something. Well, why was it like the original? Why was it in its original form in the first place? That question's going to get asked, man, and the answer is, well, because we were silly enough to put it in that way. Bro, I couldn't even tell you what the average cost of broccoli is, so I can't even comment on the. I bought one piece of broccoli and it cost me $3. Can't be real life, bro. I don't even know what the average cost of broccoli is. I mean, I can't say I've ever bought a piece of broccoli on its own and then walked out. So I mean, basically you're buying it in a big old bunch of shit. So had to be $3 a kilo, right? I mean, shit. I don't know. I couldn't even comment on the vast majority of fruit and veg costs. The only fucking one I'm aware of is those bags of spinach and rocket. Spinach, rocket. I basically only buy spinach, rocket, and broccoli anyway for vegetables, bro. And avocado. I know that's not a vegetable, but just as an aside on that, do you know what this distinction is between fruit and veggies? I looked this up the other day at my mate's house, and I've already forgotten. It's something around the seeds. I think it's from like the fruit. Something to do with the fruit. The fruit contains seeds, but that doesn't make sense because pumpkin includes seeds. That can't be it. It's like a vague distinction, man. Like capsicum. What the fuck is a capsicum? I bet it's a vegetable. And isn't there a few of these things that like can qualify as both? I'm fully aware that this is all a Google away. But it's more fun to just spitball, isn't it? I guess. Just make shit up. Just to come back round for half a second again on TikTok, just want to sing its praises once more. I truly do think the algorithm is a murderer, man. As far as circulation, now maybe it's what we were talking about earlier, where people aren't even watching the full video, so they're just skipping through so many videos that everyone consumes more content than what they would on any other platform. But either way, what it means is that, in general, I believe that content, it's more circulation on TikTok than any other platform. Now this dude's flat out of options, but he jumped out the window. So there was someone else in here with me? I wanted to get that free kill on old mate downstairs, which I know was risky, but that's what we're here for, right? We're here for the high risk plays. You all know that. Is it CCP spyware? Almost certainly, right? But what's the difference at this point? At this fucking point, man, what is the difference between CCP spyware, like state-funded spyware, like TikTok appears to be, and just pure companies like Cambridge Analytica that are just going to steal that data and sell it anyway? So if it happened to be the Chinese government that wanted to buy it, well, so be it. You know what I mean? Like, the data in general, privacy in general, apparently, is a thing of the past. Yeah, oh, bro, you gotta absolutely love to see it when old mate on the pier knew he was absolutely Cactus Jack and just gave it a red hot crack. I'd much rather see someone give it a red hot crack than just hide. Maybe if I just survive. Like, isn't that the whole reason we're playing COD in the first place? Is because it's more fun? It's more fun to make a play? That's my whole mentality. I know I say that all the time, but it is. That's my whole mentality. That's the whole reason I'm playing. Is to make the play. It's not to hide and then get the top placement. Is that someone parachuting in? Yeah, it is. Now, I still don't feel bad about running the Howler, as much as I normally hate on shotguns, because I think the time between the rate of fire fully allows other people to respond to you if you miss that first shot. So it's a bit like a Car 98. Like if you hit the quickscope, well, there ain't nobody going to outplay you. You can kill a cheater. You can kill an actual aimbotter if you're a sickening quickscoper. Just because the time to kill is literally one shot. Well, the time to kill is time it takes you to scope in. Which I think on my Car 98 build is like 300 milliseconds. You know, if I remember correctly from AimLab, 350 milliseconds is the average fast reaction speed. And by that I mean at least once you start killing your targets under 350 milliseconds, AimLab calls you, I don't know, fast reaction time or something like that. I don't know what the actual phrase is that they call you, but you'll know what I mean. So if the time to kill on the Car 98 is 300 milliseconds for you to hit a quickscope, well, that's what I'm about. And you don't call it cheesy because it's so high skill. Is that helicopter going to blow my car up if he lands on it? Oh, he had the same idea I had. I just want to be able to actually get a shot on him though. Doing something that I want to work on as part of my game and like my weaknesses is my actual quickscope. I have a very slow quickscope. It's mostly just like a close range scope, close range shot rather than an actual quickscope. Which doesn't necessarily matter, I'm just saying. I want to hit a quickie. That's always a weird sign, man, when you see someone hold the same angle after they've just been cracked. Like they don't even move? That's weird. It's a weird thing to me. Gotta get it going, Aaron? Alright, Aaron. Lovely to talk to you, my man. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Watch this fucking VOD back. Because that's the intent, is this VOD to be a standalone item. Rather than something that you have to watch live. Can't see anyone. There's only 4 up. Assuming that means someone has to be on my left, but if they haven't killed me while I've been mucking around up here. Oh, Beamsville. Oh, the gulag closed. I didn't even get to shoot. Oh, that looked a little bit funny. Let's just watch this for half a second. This dude's cheating. Another cheater. Surely not, right? He's gonna drown. No, he's not. I mean, if I could have easily killed this guy, so I guess that speaks volumes of another example. What is he doing here, man? Yeah, no, this guy's 100% cheat. I mean, maybe not, but it looked like it to me. I mean, can you imagine fucking cheating in a video game? I mean, I know I go on this spiel literally every time I run into a cheater, but it just blows me away. I don't know that he was cheating. I already reported him. I'm sure the absolutely flawless system that Infinity Ward / Raven / whoever the fuck is managing this game at this point has in place will flag it if it's not a real report. I'm sure he won't get banned if he's not cheating because their system is so good. But I just can't imagine cheating in a video game. It's just got me absolutely stuffed. Anyway. Let's move on. Next game. We're getting some... Hey, what's going on, Dewey? What's going on, man? I just had a good old chat with Aaron and sort of gave it a little bit of a breakdown on what we're doing now. Basically, this is now my podcast. It's just talking shit with you guys and whoever's here, and maybe just to myself, man. So it's less about the content, which is just going to be me trying my best to make plays, but not worrying about it too much if I don't, um, and hopefully bringing some level of entertainment just via talking. Um, so yeah, like I was talking about at the very start of that last game, I've got to reset my mentality for Warzone and gaming in general back to what it used to be when I used to play Search and Destroy non-stop on Call of Duty, which was basically the only thing you focused on there was your own performance. The wins and losses didn't matter that much because it was sort of going to happen, 50-50 or something similar. Whereas in Battle Royales, like I mentioned yesterday, the chances of winning is much, much lower. So you don't even sort of expect to win, I think, a lot more often. But I think that alongside that, it means that if you don't have a cracking game where you get a stack of kills or you win the game or whatever it may be that you were trying to get, it becomes rather depressing. You get disappointed by your run. And I know I've been saying that a little bit lately to you guys, like, oh, that was a terrible run, like, apologies for the poor play. I'm resetting that mentality. Basically, we're just taking every one of these jumps as like a new round of S&D. And 99% of those rounds are going to be garbage, but every so often we're going to pull off a round which is fucking superb. And that's the only reason I'm playing, man. Get those clips. What's good with you anyway, Dewey? Really don't like this gun. That's 100% why, because a headshot is blue rather than a kill. Fairly unhealthy relationship with gaming at the moment. I think this break from gaming over the next couple of weeks will help you reset. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know whether it's an unhealthy relationship to gaming that I have that's my issue, but it's certainly depressing, man. My relationship is fucking depressing. And I largely blame Battle Royales for that. Like these sorts of game modes where that are designed to appeal to the casuals and where the hardcore player, like myself, probably isn't going to be able to stand out to the same degree that they probably would like to. Let's put it that way. The reason I say it that way is because every game of Search and Destroy, and again, I'm going to keep referencing Search and Destroy because that's my ideal game, is that no bullets. Oh my god, that was the worst fucking performance you can imagine, man. If I hadn't pulled my map out, that dude was dead for sure. As it was, he was one shot anyway. That's the danger of talking too much anyway. You don't hear quite as much, and you certainly don't focus on the game quite as much. Anyway, so as I was saying, back when you were playing S&D, like, if you were a standout player, you would stand out nearly every game because you sort of had 7 rounds to start performing. Oh, that didn't work. I hope to throw it on the ground and then run off. But it didn't work. It didn't work. So I've got a couple of comments on, and obviously my viewership is extremely low, man. It's fucking minuscule, but no comment about that. It's just the way it is. It's all good. I'm happy to get any fucking viewership. But anyway, on my extremely low viewership, people have made the comment on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, saying like, "Oh, that's not average. Like, why are you calling yourself Jake Average?" It's not that unusual. Like, look at Joe Woe, who used to be Joe Average, like, or Average Joe. Why did he select that name? Now, I don't know what the fuck he selected it for, but I'll tell you why I selected my name is that I don't think naturally, fucking genetically, whatever you want to describe it, man, I don't think I'm anywhere above the bell curve of average. Like I might be maybe 60, 70 percentile as a gamer, right? Max, man. I might be, I can't imagine that I'd be much higher than that. The only reason I'm any fucking better here is because I try to improve, man. I literally analyze my gameplay to improve. That's my sole objective, is to play better. And so it's sort of like that mentality. That's why I want to have Jake Average in the name, even if I get to a point where I'm clearly above average. It's not even about that shit, bro. It's basically about the mentality to improve from where you are, and that's sort of where I'm at. And it's exactly the same premise that I have for bodybuilding or anything else, man, or working hard in general. I mean, if you think of yourself as God's gift or a genetic gift or whatever, I mean, you're probably not going to continue to work as hard, are you? You're not going to continue to improve at the same rate. At least that's my personal take. What's going on, Morning? What's going on, man? Yeah, just the new little spin on the stream is that it's less of a focus on the stream itself. Like, as I've said, I was a little bit resistant to an idea of a stream in the first place because scheduling is hard, and so is fitting in a time slot for streaming. A lot of the successful streamers are streaming for huge chunks of the day, and that is just not me. And nor can I pull it off with a full-time job and a wife and all those other hobbies that I have. Nor do I even want to have that fucking thing, man. I don't want to be streaming 10 hours a day. I think that'd be draining. So my lunchtime stream is now turned into a lunchtime Codcast, where I'm live playing exactly the fucking same as I was anyway. I'm playing with whoever's online, with you boys if you're online. And I'm just going to fill it up with a few more conversations with y'all. Like, I just have a few more topics to talk about. And I mentioned this to Aaron as to why, but again, referencing that tiny little small viewership that I have, even amongst that small viewership, a significant portion of my viewership watches this thing afterwards when it's no longer live. So I may as well just make it as if it's a video blog or a video podcast or whatever you want to call it, man. So I'm leaning into that. Did you all see the new thumbnail on Twitter? Any comments? Shithouse? Good? Bad? Indifferent? I really hate this gun. Oh, nice. I really don't understand even fighting into fucking choppers just yet. Probably because they got taken out of solos when they resulted in some kind of map glitch and they've never got added back into solos. So my exposure to choppers in general has not been high. Other than squads, and squads makes up by far the minority of my gameplay on Warzone. So anyway, back to what I was talking about that average mentality and the want to improve. Like, I'm watching awesome players all the time so I can emulate them. I'm watching tutorials on shit. I want to learn about the guns. I want to learn about the new mechanics. I want to learn about the map. I want to know the map as best I can. But I think that's all part of that whole mentality, man, of wanting to improve or having improvement as your number one objective. Oh yeah, nice. Look at this savage. I wanted the no-scope there, to be quite honest. What's your thoughts on 40-odd thousand Australians still stranded overseas that can't fly home? Basically homeless, yet the Australian government is letting in rich tennis players. Man, that question may as well be a stitch-up, man, because how could anyone think that was okay, right? It may as well be like a... I would expect. I mean, this is one of those weird assumptions where you think everyone thinks like you. Who the fuck looks at that and says 40-odd thousand Australians that are stranded overseas that are trying to look after themselves off their own backs versus continuing on with the Australian Open to allow these professional elite level athletes And now look, we can drill down into this thing on a surface value. Oh, sorry, we can drill down into this thing, or we can stay on a surface value. Now, on surface value, 40 odd thousand Australians being stranded sucks. Obviously, the Australian government should be doing more for them. I don't know what they are doing for them, though, man. I couldn't even comment on what is feasible. What are the logistics to assisting 40 odd thousand people when they're overseas? It probably depends on where the fuck they are. It probably depends on their personal circumstances. It probably depends on what country they're in. Absolutely, they should be made, again, purely uneducated opinion, there should be every effort made at the local consulate, wherever the fuck these 40,000 Australians are, that they are looked after to the best of the government's ability. And I say that because I do truly believe that's the role of the government, and that's why we're paying our taxes to the government. That even when you're overseas, you are still an Australian citizen, and therefore you should still be getting looked after by the Australian government. Now, it's about one of those. This becomes one of those whataboutism questions. So, what about the rich letting these rich tennis players in to play a tournament where they're going to enrich themselves even further through prize winnings or sponsorships or endorsements or whatever? That's absolutely true, but also how much money comes into the Australian economy purely because of that event, and how do you weigh up the benefits of holding that event to the Australian economy and the international standing of Australian sports and Australian tournaments versus not having that tournament? And again, this question becomes so fucking complex that it is well and truly beyond us, I think, at this point. So my general comment, again, would be that we should be making every single effort that we can to assist those Australians that are stuck overseas. I don't know how that affects the tennis, other than to say that I think the tennis, obviously every precaution is being taken that these super rich tennis players that are coming over here to compete are safe and they're not going to infect anyone else. So that's all fantastic. But to go any further than that, fuck me, I can't really go. I wouldn't want to deep dive into it because it'd be too much of speaking out of school, man. Speaking about something I don't know. I don't know the benefit to the negatives. Nice, Logan. Thank you very much for popping in, bro, and saying hello. Rewatch once I get home. Yeah, bro, that's the whole intent. That's the whole intent, man, is for people to be able to rewatch this motherfucker. Hopefully get a couple of sick shots in there and some interesting conversations with you. Any comment on that, on my response, Stewie? I think if the crossbow was a far faster reload, I'd get behind it. Did I just shoot the roof? Yeah. Anyway, so we'll keep on with that old average fucking commentary that I had there, man. Was basically like, I'm doing aim lab. I'm doing my aim trainers all the time because I'm reasonably new to PC. So I want to be mechanically as good as I can be. I want to be able to strafe jump. I want to be able to slide cancel. I want to be able to do everything that I can to be as good as I can. So that's why I'm sticking with the average name. Because I think, as far as actual raw talent goes, I probably am average, man. Maybe not even, maybe lower than average. But I try hard. Well said, Dewey. I was reading about it this morning and how little info on it exists from the media. And man, that's the whole role of the media today's day, man. It's not even... Holy smokes. That's the interesting thing about today's media, man, is that they don't even want to present the full story. They just want to present clickbait. Another fucking fiscal arg. I'm out again here, boys. Couple of bad runs. Oh well, that sort of worked. But yeah, that's the whole intent of all media. And yeah, clickbait articles in general, bro. They don't want to present a balanced discussion where you go, well, fuck, man, I don't know. The real story is far too complex for me to even comment on. You can't write that in a newspaper. What you need to write is some garbage opinion piece so that people can get outraged by it. Oh, I'm fucked. Jump. If I knew how to use the Pellington, it'd be a nice day, I reckon. Whoop! Thought that was on. Just missing shots left, right, and centre. I got one shot in me. May as well just let it sink. Probably shouldn't have gone for the no-scope, but again, bro, this is the whole reason. This is what we're doing. And no, I didn't expect him to have a Mackie. His own Mackie. Yeah, well, you know, again, just to come back full circle again on that clickbait angle, man, is that, in my opinion, most of these articles are written just purely to evoke that emotive response amongst their readers to go, what a load of fucking bullshit. I'm gonna write in the editorial to the newspaper. I mean, they want to provoke that response so that you then buy the newspaper the next day to see, oh, what are these assholes doing about those poor 40,000 Australians, and they're letting in all these rich tennis players. Look, they don't want to develop. They don't want to present that balanced response where they go, well, shit, we can't even criticise this position just yet, but we certainly have some questions about it. And that'd be my response, man. I've certainly got some fucking questions about what's going on. What does that say there? Oh, yeah. So that's something else that I wanted to talk about here, man, is why am I such a COD fanboy, like, given how critical I am of this fucking game. And I've talked about this heaps of times with the other boys, but just for anyone else who happens to stumble upon this bad boy, it's basically because I've played, COD 4 was my very first competitive online game, back on COD 4, back in 2008, shoutouts, or 2007, 2008, 2009, whenever the hell that was. It doesn't matter, it was a long ass time ago, and I played it non-stop and absolutely loved it. And the thing that I fell in love with the most was the one-tap quickscope kills. And I call it a quickscope with the caveat of me saying that I don't have a quickscope, but I still like it. Hitting that close range sniper shot is still the most impressive thing I can do in Call of Duty, man. And it's been that way since 2008, 2007, 2009, whenever the fuck it was. So that's what I'm looking for in a game. The reason I abandoned COD was because, they keep developing it purely for casuals, and they keep downgrading the actual performance of the game, and by that I mean like the server performance, the net code, and we're not gonna dive into this because again it'd be unqualified comments. But if we look at the servers from CS:GO and Valorant and those other competitive shooting games, and then we compare that to Warzone or even just multiplayer Call of Duty, they're very different things. So different that I don't think they even count. They don't even count as being the same game. Of course, Call of Duty also dropped its PC mod support, so you can't run private servers and all that fun stuff. And we even just had no dedicated servers, only peer-to-peer hosting. So all of those decisions basically drove me away from Call of Duty after maybe COD 4, sorry, not COD 4, maybe Modern Warfare 2, maybe Modern Warfare 3 even. I don't know, at some point I had jack of it and didn't continue to play Call of Duty with the same levels. And since then I've been looking for another game to find its place, and I honestly haven't found another one, man. I like Apex was lots of fun, CSGO's cool, Valorant's really cool, but they don't scratch the itch for me. And the reason I came back to Call of Duty was that because of the increased time to kill, on Warzone, I thought that it made it far more forgiving when you have the poor server performance. So you can still respond to those bots that get the aim assist to lock on you. Now, that's also why I'm so critical of the Cold War integration, because, to me at least, it feels as though it's far and away favoured low time to kill guns. I don't know that I actually want this thing. Only because it's a shift modifier. Remind me while I'm waiting in the next queue. I'll just remind myself, but I'll say it out loud anyway. To have a look in the settings to see if you can change the bind for this, for the shift scope. If you have to keep it the same button as the one that you hold breath with, that probably won't work though. But like I said, given that Neo doesn't even use that hold breath thing, maybe it's maybe I don't need it. Maybe that's why I'm such a terrible quickscoper. Have you got any comments on that, Dewey, as another dedicated scope like myself, regarding using or not using the holding breath key? By far the best thumbnail yet. Oh, thanks, Dan. That was one of the photos that we took in my little photo shoot that we made for Fitness Level Up, which is another one of my little side projects. And I thought it turned out really well too, man. It was a nice photo. I'm gonna take this thing. Seems to be a really quiet mini Royale map. What's your picture of there, Dan? Is that the Mary McKillop? Sorry, Mary McKillop. Mary, Mother of God. What is her last name, bro? What is her full title? Mary. Is this bad news that I grew up in a Catholic school and don't remember what the full title of Mary is? Oh. So this dude got shot from behind with a silencer. But that said, I didn't even hear the gunfire. No, I mean, it's a shark wearing a suit. Is it really? Fuck, I thought it was Mary Mother of God fucking facepalming, bro. But again, it is about, if I had to guess, I would say it's about fucking 17mm round on my screen. I always rave about how good my vision is, ironically from playing Call of Duty so much, but it ain't that good, bro. Well, how come I can't find anyone here? It's the weirdest mini Royale game yet. It's a tattoo I've wanted since I was 17. The shark wearing a suit is a tattoo you've wanted since you were 17. Interesting. Did this dude keep running or did he get shot down here? Now, I didn't do any of my aim lab practice today either, so if I have a truly off day, we can blame that. It's hard to even determine what an off day is at this point. Or do I just happen to have on days sometimes? 9 people, I got 1 kill. What is this shit? Watch me get scoped by a... yeah, nice, man. He was literally waiting down there the entire time. Look at this absolutely cracked gameplay. Imagine playing Call of Duty in that manner. It's got me stuffed. Dan, I was just telling the boys, and I apologise for poor old Dewey if he's heard it all fucking 3 times now. But basically, I'm now making this into like a video blog or a fucking or a Codcast. Basically, that's what I'm calling it. I'm basically calling this bad boy a Codcast, man. It's I'm playing COD. I'm still going to go for those cracked out shots, but 99% of the time I'm going to fucking fail. So, yeah, I'm just going to try to talk a little bit more. That's all. So yeah, basically it'll be exactly the same shit. And what I'm looking down there is just some notes that I scribbled to keep me on track. And I'm probably gonna have to do this fucking every time just to give me some more subject matter to continue chatting about. Um, but yeah, basically the whole intent is just to give this fucking thing a little bit more structure, because it'll get, so if the people that are watching this aren't live are going to get basically nearly as much value as those dudes that are watching it live. On the subject of tattoos, though, Dan, I'm getting rather eager to get a tattoo, and I'm 32, haven't got any tattoos. You know, went through that period when I was a teenager of wanting a tattoo, but didn't get any. And then for quite a long period of time, was sort of like, I don't really want a tattoo because sort of everyone has a tattoo, and there's nothing that really leaps out at me. But much like I finally started drinking coffee at age fucking 30, I think at 32 I'm ready to get a tattoo. I only started wearing watches at like age 20, I don't know, 27, 28, for a similar reason, man. I just didn't have any drive, any motivation, any interest in wearing a watch. Now I'm all about that shit. So I'm getting really quite eager to get a tattoo. It's almost certainly going to be a Warhammer 40k, the Aquila, the big old two-headed eagle, and it's almost certainly going to be on my chest. It's going to be probably my first tattoo. But I just don't know when, where, whether I should. Any comments from y'all would be fucking welcome, of course. I'm sort of mildly inclined to get that motherfucker done overseas. I've seen some really impressive overseas tattoos done from overseas. I was similar. I waited until I was in my mid-20s, almost got one at 18 that would have regretted. Look, I don't know that I would have regretted the tattoo that I wanted to get when I was a young fella. I probably would have just eaten it as one of those facts. I mean, oh well, I got it. It's too late now. I'm not enormous on regret, I don't think. So you're going to actually poke? No? He's going to buy his loadout and knock me in the face here. He wasn't happy. But you all know that that's actually what makes this the most fun, is when you get those those hateful voice comms. Hateful death comms is another one of those reasons why I probably am a COD fanboy. Best advice is to look at the artists that suit your style, not certain tattoo shops. Yeah, And I don't know that I even have a particular style that I want, man. I mean, it's a relatively simple fucking tattoo as far as I'm concerned. But I also am fully aware that tattoo is just like any other art, and it does certainly need a certain. No, not everyone can just fucking copy a tattoo and it'll look good. Not everyone can just learn to be a tattoo artist. I mean, everyone can, but they're not going to all look as good as each other. At least that's my thoughts on it. Keep in mind you won't stop at 1. Yeah, I don't think I will stop at 1, man. But I don't want a huge number. I might get a couple of my calves, and then maybe a Vegeta and Goku tattoo at some point. That's all. Maybe a few others if I can think of them, but. Oh, there was 2 there. Silent scope, still looking at me. Don't know where. I can't see him here, boys. It looked like old mate jumped past him though. Are they fighting? That's a nice one. That's a nice shot. That's a silenced castle shit at me from behind. Oh, there he is. He's in the cubby. Oh, fuck. That second shot was really easy. I really should have hit it. I often say that I'm a better flick aimer than I am an actual aimer, and I do believe that. Stopping powered shotgun's going to be fucking hard. You might notice that I've gone for a few more no scopes than normal. It's because I still love them, bro. No scopes are my favourite kind. No, I tried to throw me fucking throwing knife and forgot which button it was again. Oh well, that was fun. Hit a couple of clips, hit a couple of shots. That's what I'm about, boys. That's what I'm fucking about. So the only negative around getting a tattoo, and this is what my wife Bonnie brings up quite a lot, is that your muscle doesn't look as good. And obviously I'm into the gym, blah 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 blah. But fuck, bro, I don't really give a fuck what the muscle looks like anyway. I'm not about to compete. I mean, at the end of the day, the muscle's still there. Your body still looks the same. 99% of the time, you're wearing shirts anyway. I mean, obviously, this is a case in point of me not doing that, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm not actually overly concerned about that little aspect, but it is something to consider for sure. Had the fucking how a mumboing with that stopping power on it. She is right though, bro. 100%. Word up. She's 100% right. Which is a big consideration for that Goku and Vegeta tattoo that I want to get. I want to get one of each. I sort of imagine that I would get them on your legs, but yeah, legs ain't going to look as good from a muscularity fucking perspective. But again, that's not a huge concern for me. I don't take any photos. I don't fucking post on social media. I don't do comps. So the aesthetics is not a huge concern. But aside from like a few tattoos, that's about the only other exciting thing that I think I want to do this year. As far as just general fucking conversation pieces and side projects, which is something I've referenced before and something I've mentioned before. I love that sort of shit, man. I sort of think that that's our purpose, isn't it? Is to enjoy yourselves as best you can, YOLO, etc., etc., etc. So the side projects are only in things that I enjoy doing. They're not because I want to become a fucking millionaire. I mean, obviously that'd be fucking awesome, but that's not the intended goal. That's the same thing as this fucking thing. This streaming, the video production, Jake Average in general, is just a little side project because I enjoy it. And Fitness Level Up, which is another one of my little side projects, is exactly the same thing. It's just a little avenue, a little side project around going to the gym. And my general philosophy when it comes to side projects, and again, how much value is in my opinion, well, fuck, probably not a lot, but who gives a fuck? All we're doing is having a chat here, right? My particular philosophy when it comes to side projects is you do as much as you can without compromising anything important. So this one, for example, like I can stream for 2 hours in lunch, I can still make my hours at work, I can still do my work, I don't have to play excessively, I can still go to the gym normally, I can still hang out with my wife as much as normal. It's sort of effective use of time. Now, if I had to sink 10 hours into this little side project, it would no longer be viable. I wouldn't be able to do that. I couldn't try that. I'd have to take an extended period of time off work just to try the project. And so my risk versus reward ratio for my side project is no longer there. It's not even a side project then. It's your fucking main project. So that's the same sort of philosophy that I have for the Fitness Level Up stuff, which is just purely fitness guides and stuff for gym goers. It's just something that I want to be able to do on the side without, costing me a bomb, without being, a complete time or money sink or an all-in gamble. Basically, that's what my side projects are. They're just things that I can do literally on the side, and if they take off, then I'll be able to continue to scale up my time investment, my money investment, my whatever. They're scalable projects. Fuck, I probably should have just opened with that. Scalable projects is a heaps better way to describe it. I'd sort of like to think most of my hobbies are... Any guns down here? That's the first dead silence I've dead set seen in this map. Shot by a scope. Tell you another thing that I really like about this game mode is that they've done a wonderful job of spreading out their boxes. Like there's loot literally everywhere on the map. You don't land somewhere that's like a dead zone that has nothing going on. Which somewhat mitigates the RNG nature of the game mode, which is cool. I think I want this thing. Pea shooter out of 10. Don't know exactly how he knew I was there, but maybe he just had the old sixth sense. I really wish I could turn off the that fucking thing. My bounty just does not want to stay still. I assumed he was jumping on his loadout. 100% in here, isn't he? One on my left as well. Hey, daddy again.
Did you?
Above me? Don't know how to get up there. No idea, actually. Good shots. Shots out of 10. I don't know what that dude's deathcom was saying either. I find their 725 particularly inconsistent. Back on a COD discussion, what do you all think of sensitivity? Like, how do you pick your sensitivity? He's still a little way away, I think, that dude. Scope looking at me. I've got money for plates, but I'm not going to buy them. Alright, I was curious as to what was going to happen there. I thought I was going to be able to land on it and then fly off, but no. Apparently me landing on it was the trigger for it to explode. Which I guess is cool. Now we know. I mean, yeah, exactly, bro. It was worth a try. It was worth a crack, worth a look. Let me go get another bottle of water while this continues to queue. And any fucking comments or discussion points regarding that side project, side ventures, anything you all are interested in, tattoos, would be, of course, appreciated. Logical explosion, though. Yeah, I mean, word up. I mean, it makes sense. You land on the chopper blades, it blows up. It's fucking sitting on the surface of the water anyway. I think there's a lot of sense to be made here. That's a level 1 with Chinese names. No, he's level 190. Okay, so don't worry about that too much. Nonetheless, just keep an eye on him. Just keep an eye on him. No xenophobia, no racism. Just keep an eye on that dude for me, will you? See, that's another just quality of life change I'd love to see to the game, man, is give me a fucking kill feed of everything that happens in the lobby. Give me the ability to turn it on and off then. If you think it's too much, I don't think it would be. I want to see when my man here, Son Kim, is fragging out, getting 600 kills. I want to know that that's the dude I need to look out for in the lobby. Again, no racism with that. With that note. Have they fucking... Is hip firing quite accurate now, or is it just me? I mean, I say that having missed the last fucking 7 no-scopes I've gone for with the Kar 98. But you know what I mean? Yeah, I think to come back around to that comment you made, Dan, about that shark wearing the suit and its tattoo, you wanted since you were 17 and you still haven't got it. Like, after seeing a few, maybe just chatting to a few other dudes that I've seen lately that have been getting tattoos that they just want. I mean, they just think it looks cool. My man at the gym got the... I'm going to butcher this story because I barely remember it. But if you all have watched Frozen, there's the... I don't actually want to blow that up, so I'm not going to keep shooting at it. Did he die? Apparently. This is what I mean about loot being everywhere on this map. Like, what? Where are we? Thought I just heard something. I think that was him. I think he went above me. Or I got distracted. Dude, if that thing wasn't the worst pea shooter in the game, I would have won that fight in an absolute landslide. I don't know that I even missed that many shots. It was just outside of the range where the Bison does damage. Now, I'm a little bit reluctant to hit this loading. Sickening plays! Load me with a hardy. More than one? Sounds like more than one, bro. And that is why the Howler is not the be-all and end-all. Because unless you hit that proper shot, you're not going to get a kill anyway. I think I was potentially a little bit hard done by there, yes. But whatever. That's all good. It's all good. I think I've got a couple of cheeky kills in here, man. I don't know that I've actually got any good games in here though, of like a chain of good kills. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Anyway, sorry. So to come back full circle, I got distracted there by that chopper with the smithy when I was trying to shoot it down and it exploded. But anyway, to come full circle back to that tattoo, one of our mates at the gym got the tattoo of the dude who owns the shop in Frozen. So he's probably got like what a 5-10 minute scene in the movie for a kids movie, and and all he says is like, "Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout," and he got that as a tattoo, just because he thinks it's cool, man. And so I think that those sorts of stories have changed my perspective on when you shouldn't get a tattoo. Like, fuck, bro, if it brings him a bit of enjoyment, then go for his life, man. I mean, I'm not about to get that tattoo, but that's cool. She's a bit shaky in the air. Didn't fire there either. So this is... I mean, I wasn't holding the breath then, and I can't say that it even made a difference. I mean, I still had to line up the shot. And I could line up the shot. I mean, I don't know that I even have any fucking... an opinion on the not using the breath button, because Neo's a much better sniper than me in every range. So if he can pull it off at long range and at short range, then why am I using it at all? But again, then I guess you come full circle on that and say, well, because I'm not fucking Neo. Someone on the roof. Just above me. Another one up here. What the fuck is going on here? This is pandemonium. I was gonna say, I think there's at least one above me. I thought that might catch him. Just had a sneaking suspicion. You don't outplay a car player, goodness gracious. I'm always playing around with the cars, my dude. He tried to fucking steal my truck. Oh, I nearly crashed this motherfucker off the water. See, I'm telling you, bro, the aim assist in vehicles just seems to have hit a different level. Actually know where we're looking at. don't think I want this steady. Keep going. One broke into my building. Dude, how many bullets was that? Close range. Hey Novak, what's going on, bro? What the fuck's that?
Oh!
Couldn't tell you why, man, but I seem to have a more consistent response from the 74U than I do with the Mac. I really want that loadout. Which is coincidentally where the boys are. Alright, so I'm not getting that loadout. I can get this loadout. The old work phone calling. Oh, don't have enough for a UAV. That's a mistake. Or do I? Again, don't know this building very well. This isn't a good ladder to climb, is it? So he's in the watchtower, right? Isn't he? Yeah, absolutely take those. That's what we're here for, boys. That shot's probably made my day. A re-peek on a fucking full auto and getting the heady. That's it, boys. Only two up. There's one of them. Not in zone. In this house. 1 out of 3. Could hold the head glitch on the wall, but it's a little bit more risky. I think there's probably still one in green. He might come roof to try to get the peak before he jumps off. And goes with the gas when it closes in 10. And then there's obviously one in this house next to me. Is that him? Nope. Now I do have the blinkers on here, so if I'm wrong, I'm fucking very wrong, but not to worry. I'm okay with that. I'd rather make the big boy prediction play than fuck it up. No looks? Okay, so the theory that someone's in green is probably hollow. Unless he's going to peek this window last second. Gonna hit a no scope if he does. Oh. No peaks? Cool, man. Where's the circle going to shift? Depending on where the circle shifts is when will depend on whether I'm going to make a shot for him. We're going to do what? Oh, that was a mistake. We've got no cover out here at all. There's the buggy. That's it. I'm just going out the back door. That's a terrible failure, boys. Terrible failure. Hey, Drifter, what's going on, man? Did I hit you with the that sickening fucking repo? If so, my bad, bro. Apologies. However, fuck, that was an electric kill, my dude. It was off its fucking head. I was just telling the boys in here that that's basically made my day. Sorry, Novak, I fucking missed all of that shit, bro. So, right, boys, party's here. Let's go, baby. Having a salmon lunch today on rice. It's nice, bro. So you get your skin on, skin off with that salmon. Drip Septic, is that you, my dude? I'm just running those solos, my man, if it is. So apologies. Apologies. Here it is. Let me I'll add you though, my dude. Can I do that? It's yeah, I prefer on as well, my man. I prefer the old skin on the old salmon. What else is in that rice mixture? What else are you running? I like salmon hot sauce, like a Nando's hot sauce, and broccoli. Really plain, simple, super fucking healthy, super easy to eat. Just fucking delicious, man. Otherwise, I'm a huge fan of spinach salads with salmon. With the skin on. Cut that motherfucker up. Obviously, crispy skin. We're not talking that sacrilege of having soft skin on your salmon. Mild curry, peas and beans. Nice. I'm not an enormous curry man, though, admittedly. I'll give you that. I'm not an enormously keen curry man. That said, we got Thai last night. We got Massman curry. Massman curry's off its fucking head. It's fucking delicious, as always. Just trying to read that voice to text voicemail that I just got on the old work phone. Geez, that thing's got some improvements to be made in that algorithm. Drifter, my dude, are you still here? What were you running there, my man? Was it a Mackie? It didn't sound like a Mac to me. It sounded like an MP5. Yeah, man, I'm very partial to a salmon, rocket and spinach, tomato, feta, a little bit of cashews, or what's the other nut that's fucking very good in it? Walnuts, I think it is, man. And then with like a honey vinaigrette. Whew, whew. That's fucking delicious, dude. And it's fucking healthy as all shit. What's on the agenda for the cheat meal? Well, fucking funny you say that, Dewey. So my cheat meal largely revolves around our day off, our night off the gym, and that night off the gym really depends on my wife and what her program looks like. Because I've been training for 15 years. I'm adaptable as fuck. I'm a chameleon at this point. It doesn't really bother me. So we trained 3 days in a row last night, so tonight is our cheat meal where we just probably have a quiet night. Probably KFC, but KFC is not as good lately from local places. Has not been as good for nighttime. It just doesn't fucking sit well, man. You know that. I know you know that. Any KFC fan knows that shit. And we always get Uber because we're no longer in a state to drive by the time we're eating our cheat meal. Not to mention it makes your cheat meal considerably more enjoyable. But that means we have to get a KFC via Uber or whatever it is, man. Pizza is always solid. I'll tell you. I'll give you a fucking absolute knockaway statement here, man. Pizza Hut has lifted its game. I don't know when the last time y'all had Pizza Hut was. The last time I had Pizza Hut was with like a crew of like 10 or 15 of us. We went to Pizza Hut, bought all you can eat, and look, I probably didn't, but some of the other boys definitely made them financially unsure of themselves, I would say, following that. They were really hoping for some older couples to come in after us, I'd say. That's all I'm going to say on that. Anyway, Pizza Hut has always, to me, been pretty lackluster. The only reason you go there is for that all you can eat. Get into that pasta. The pasta's off its fucking head as well, which is bizarre for Pizza Hut. But the pizza has never really left out at me. We've been getting Pizza Hut lately, and it has been fucking good, man. Was a part of a 40 kill squad last night. One of YouTube, it was a solid game. Keen to get some bigger ones as well. Nice, man. Nice. When I saw that 40k, I was like, oh shit. Novak's another Warhammer fan. What a fucking savage. Because they're a little bit rare to find in the wild, I find. But 40 kills, that's fucking legit. For us casual dad gamers. There's some fucking cool spots where you can do suicide shots in this map. And that's exciting too, man. Suicide shots are heaps of fun. So, yeah, to answer your question, Dewey, I think KFC is on the agenda for the cheat meal. But potentially Hungry Jack's, my dude. This is probably, maybe the last game, maybe. If it's a bad run, then maybe the last one of two. I always try to drop shot people when I know they're fucking face rushing, just in the vain hope that I miss a melee. They miss a melee on me. Bro, Hungry Jack's I 100% prefer that shit over McDonald's. I honestly don't know why anyone would prefer McDonald's for anything. The one thing that I'll give McDonald's is consistency. It dominates consistency, bro. Behind me? I think he's still up here. If we could do something about the way the ground loot works on this game, that'd be sickening. Did the Golf Stalker get a fucking stealth buff to bring it on par with the Howler? I mean, I know that last kill was just a 2-tap, nothing extraordinary, but still. I don't like that this doesn't run to the roof. What do you mean you can't eat Hungry Jack's? So gross. Bro, I honestly believe Hungry Jack's might have the best fast food chips on the planet at the moment. The only thing that beats it is KFC when KFC is off its head. And you'll know what I mean by that. Do you all know what I mean by that? Like, you know how you can get a real good batch of KFC chicken? And it is off its brain? Same thing with the chips, I reckon. Not at all consistent, but when they're on a good run, you can't beat them, I think. So that was a stopping powered fucking shotgun. Look at this, dude. This is how he was playing, like an actual snake. A stopping powered fucking shotgun, and it actually nearly killed him. Okay. Okay. But still, it didn't kill him. That's a stopping powered shotgun from pretty fucking close range. It's all about your place to get it and how well they do it. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. So the inconsistency of KFC has been the breaking point for us. So we've been running a little bit of lunchtime KFC, man. Hungry Jack's chips, no way I'll legit swap them for onion rings. Still regret even going to Hungry Jack's. Bro, I don't know when the last time you went to Hungry Jack's was, but maybe about 2 to 3 years ago, Hungry Jack's changed their chips. And I'm telling you, they're the fucking best on the market for consistency and performance. Oh, you killed the crouching crab, dude. I did kill a crouching crab, man. What's a KFC or Hungry Jack's meal look like for me, though? Well, I'm not actually a big eater. So I'm basically like a... Is this dude alive? No, it's a helicopter. Oh, sick, man. Look at this fucking cracked gameplay. Was he cheating? I know we're on 180 ping, my man, but that looked like straight Beamsville here. I'm just going to watch this. I think we've got time for one more run. They're quick matches. They're quick matches. Let's just watch this for half a second. I'm always a bit wary, man, when you see these players that appear to be looking through terrain at stuff. Like, if y'all know anything about crosshair placement, we're holding the angles where we expect a peak to come from. Now, I'm not saying that that's why my man here is holding these angles. Maybe he just has zero fucking idea of what he's doing, right? But it just doesn't make any sense to me why he'd be looking midway through a fucking hill, unless he has walls. Controller? Controller on 190 ping and trash for sure, bro, for sure. I mean, the vast majority of cheaters I watch are fucking trash. Okay, next time I get FF... Is that KF? I'll get chips and tag you on Twitter with pics of approval or dismay. Yeah, man, absolutely. But I'm just saying it's a risky play, sort of, in that you've got to somewhat expect the chips are going to be shit. It's just that every so often, 1 in 1,000, they're going to be off the fucking chain. And that's when they're the best chips you can get for a takeaway shop. Grilled is a fucking silent achiever, I reckon, in this field. Okay, if this dude's a cheater, he's the worst fucking cheater on the planet. Alright? So maybe maybe that was an early crow. Fast food, yeah. Fast food's a far better way to say it. Cracked gameplay. it just aim assist locking this dude on my head? Thoughts on a Porto? Bro, a Porto at some point was extreme. Okay, I've had enough. Even if this dude's cheating, I'm not watching this shit anymore. Region lock China, though, just saying. Actually, just put a fucking functioning anti-cheat into the game. The thoughts on a Porto, bro. A Porto I used to be all over, man. A Porto used to be my go-to for fast foods, but I dropped it because at some point, man, you just never get a good batch, man. The chicken's fucking 2 mil thick because they've battered the chicken. You know, when you get 3 patties on your triple or Porto burger or whatever they're called, and they're like 2.5 mil thick, like they've been bashed to an inch of their life, unintended. Like, it's just not good eating, man. They used to have legit chips too, man. Their chips, and maybe they still are, but I've dropped them as an option because just the fucking meat itself isn't any good, bro. I reckon. Aside from that, though, their sauces are fantastic, man. Their salads, like like the lettuce and fucking mayonnaise on the burgers, is delicious. Yeah, I'm all about that. I'm all about a Porto on some levels. They put pineapple on burgers. I'm keen, bro. Pineapple is not on savouries. It's just not the way it is, man. If that's what you want to do in the privacy of your own home, that's your kink, then go for your life, man. But I don't want to know about the weird fetish of putting pineapple on pizza or burgers. A bit like beetroot. Not a beetrooter either. You all run beetroot? Hey, these windows, not all these windows have got no to pineapple on food on its own. Yeah, absolutely, bro. I'm not at all against pineapple as a food. It's a fucking delicious food. What is the ADS on this thing anyway? I'm honestly think I might be one of those people that hasn't even had beetroot on a burger because I don't like the idea of it. So I don't even know whether it is that bad, man. But I do not like the idea of it. For a long time, I was off onion even, bro, because of the texture, like how crunchy it is. I didn't like that. I'm back on onion now. But again, that took me a long ass time, man. I reckon I was probably fucking 25 before I started eating onion. Shit you not. Yeah, I know, Dan. I knew you were going to fucking pipe up there, Dan. I thought the onion might have brought you out of your contemplation. Oh. Cannot deal with these holographics, but I can deal with holographics better than I can deal with burst guns. Exhibit A. Stupid work. I'll have to watch the stream later. Ah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. I mean, even if the only way people consume it is via listing, that's okay. It's all good, bro. Not real keen on the harpy being ground loot in general. Hopefully he went for like a quick scope there or something, like that's why he missed all those shots. He was just going for the plays. That's what I'd like to think. Oh no, no. Oh, that's a fucking loadout. No wonder I can't mount it. 3 peaks out of 10.
Fuck you!
Some fucking quality death comms today. Shame Jordan's unfortunately missing. He's, I think, my biggest fan of death comms. I was getting a little locky. Getting a little loxy there. This dude's kept a 25 mag in his FFAR. Is that someone I heard parachuting? Sounded like it, right? Oh, I thought that was a person then. No fucking jokes. I don't know how I feel about this 25 banger in the old FFAR. It certainly spits him. Is this the second time I'm gonna fucking die to someone hiding in this fucking room today, man? Shit you not! This is literally the fucking second time, man. I rate the Harpy, bro. I can't get around reticles in general. Holographic reticles even more so. Got some work to do? Yeah, copy, Dewey. This is my absolute finisher, bro, so you're not going to miss out on a lot. Oh, nice, bro. Nice. He's come off to the preemptive throwing knife. Idiot, or is it? Did I just get fucking aim assist throwing knife again? Anyway, doesn't matter. Does not fucking matter, my man. I'm considering the NVIDIA shaders to stop the dark area, to bright up the darker areas and make the rest more colourful. Man, I ran shaders for a brief minute, but they eat into your FPS a little bit. And every single time the game gets patched, you've then got to wait for the fucking shaders to get updated. And there's just a lot of fucking around with them, man, which I decided was no longer worth it. So I didn't end up keep using shaders, but there's certainly value in it. They certainly help you fucking see. That's for damn sure. Did the stats lift? I think the stats basically stayed the same today. I think I'm going to drop that KD down to a twosie. Just sit on the twosies. But anyway, that's all good. All right, boys, that's fucking it. That is it for the day. So, thank you all for joining me. Yeah, give me a yell. Just throw a comment. Fucking throw a comment on the video. Just shoot me a message in general. If you want to any subjects you'd suggest that we talk about next time. But otherwise, I'll see you all tomorrow. Righto, lads. Have a wonderful afternoon and a good night. I'll let you all know how that cheat meal goes. Righto, boys.